149 by Norm C. Is that his name, Norm C? Yeah, that's his name. Cool. My name ends with a C too. I mean, patched by Norm C. And this, usually we put the patch thing note at the end. So what does this do? Fix transparency issues in the frequency the spectrum plotting. And what was it? Freak window. Okay, so we're good. Let's commit that. Yeah. No problem observed before and after. So committed. In our 11413. So we're going to copy that and recycle it. So I'm sending that in and making the note here. How do you... Am I not logged in? Let's get my camera working. Why does my camera suck so much? Yeah, now we can comment. Just say that, same thing. Thanks for the patch. I always forget to say thank you, and that's very sad. But thank you, really. And because of Norm C, we can mark this fix made, and that's great. So that's one less bug. Now we go back to the list. And let's check the list again. There we are. I don't see anything else that's involving some patch. Here's a somewhat active thread from last week, and I haven't read yet. But it's just release notes. Leland committed something. Okay. Vertical zoom range too limited. Currently in the waveform you can... Is this existing bug or what? There is nowhere near enough magnification for some... Yeah, I think I know what he's saying. Currently in waveform view you can vertically zoom. So he wants to be able to zoom way more in. I felt like that sometimes before. So this is kind of like an enhancement. We've been really strict about the not having our runtime code be modified unless it's for bug fixes right now. It's feeling harder and harder to maintain that kind of thing since it's been 2 years since we've been trying to get the stable out. Or more, probably more like 4 years. I've only been involved with this project for 4 years. But it was a good suggestion. I hope. Okay, so there's some issues with linear log. Alright. So this still needs a little bit more work. Should display name in waveform pane. So yeah, this really hurts when people are trying to contribute and they do features, and then we have to tell them there's a feature freeze. I really want to get rid of those P2s. What does he mean by this? Mac only. Is there a Mac only P2 that's not assigned? Nope. That might have already been fixed. I think it's worth writing a note. So when did you write this? January 10th. It was my birthday. No. I have to update my other thread first. Are there any other bugs that make sense to look at right now? Let's just check up on this one. This bug has been here for a little while. It's not nearly as long as 137, which is the most evil bug that has ever existed. I've now created over probably around 400 or 500,000 projects using scripting to try and recreate the bug, and I haven't been able to do it. So anyway, that's the last one I want to click on today. You know, it's Sunday, it's sunny, I'm in Hawaii, but I figure I'll spend a little time programming. It's like a relaxing activity. It's nice to get away from the iPhone sometimes too. Okay. So just waiting on this one. It has been obvious. What? Sorry, hasn't had much QA testing. What it has had, by me, has been obvious tests with setting up tracks. I haven't found any problem yet. Okay, good. Great. So this one's just also sitting around. 137. I realized I much prefer to discuss patches on the devel list, so I haven't been updating this thread. Then I realized that Vaughn asked me a question in November that I just ignored. So sorry, Vaughn, but yeah, I should do that here. First, since I'm not doing anything on the Mac now, I actually have 2 Macs here, and more if I walk around the house. could set up the script just to run on them. The only problem if I do it here, it's going to make my my 2004 PowerBook scream like an airplane. So I think I won't do that. Unless there's nothing else for me to do. Is there really nothing else for me to do? Let's look at these PX things. Audacity, 32 bits floats, 34 bits long, and SND FFT behavior. What's SND FFT? Can't remember. Is that a Nyquist thing? If that's a bug in Nyquist, I can't really look at that. And it does look like it. But there's a patch. Yeah, so here's a patch. Yeah, so it was a double float issue. And this just changes all the floats to doubles. No, there's actually stuff that goes on. There's no way to get the size of. That would have been maybe a little nicer. I don't know, this looks like C code. That's obviously, no, it might be C code. It is C code. But this is libsource. I'll ask the question there. First, look on the mailing list, see if it's discussed. Nyquist. Anything about Nyquist? So when did this bug come in? A very long time. Well, not 7 or 8 months ago. Are we maintaining Nyquist? I really never use Nyquist, so I have no idea. Because I don't see too many comments about it. This is the closest one. Let me just do search for Nyquist. Yeah, so this is Roger Danenberg's site. And these are the Lisp. I think it is a Lisp library, I'm not sure. I know the Nyquist code is in Lisp, or it looks exactly like, or I take that back.